Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton. I'm here on the Scoop Studio at Prod17 2017. I'm joined by Jonathan from Nordson March. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start by just exploring what you bought new to Prod17 this year. What's going on the booth?
So this year, what we've released and what we're bringing to Prod17 is, I would say it's not really for the European markets, more for our Asia markets, is we've developed a new row-to-row plasma system. So this is working on the flexible circuits that, of course, more or less will become your solid PCB boards, or they can stay in a flexible format. We've released one iteration of the system, and we're working on a second one, which is, I would say, targeting more for the substrate creations, where you would need an interleaf system to protect the web after treatment and before.
And this is for the very high volume market in Asia. So what end use applications are the products going into?
A lot of what we're seeing now is really driven by Internet of Things devices. So you have your smartphones, you have any technology really that's tracking, but what we're seeing more adoption now is also automotive. Automotive is greatly adopting this, and the automotive side, I'd say, has more concerns for cleanliness and tracking. So that's why we're working on a second iteration of the row system, is really for the automotive guys who want to have less of a human interaction. Most of the flex right now has a human interaction part.
Yeah, so that complete traceability becomes really, really important in those areas. And the other thing that's obviously a challenge is maintaining speed and performance. How's that developing with the new process?
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to not make it a giant machine. So that's what we've seen in the past from our competition. So what we've actually done is we shrank the machine down, but we are introducing probably taller electrodes would be a good choice. But we're doing more passes through, and that allows us to maintain a process speed that's compatible to what the industry is asking for, and giving a result that's acceptable right now. I think we're still going to have to improve on that, and I think we'll see that as we make updates to our technology.
Yeah. And we're seeing the Nordson group here, all the companies, as one family on a substantial booth in the next hall. Very impressive. Tell me a little bit about how the R&D teams within Nordson, how everybody works together to kind of bring best-in-class and domain expertise in all those areas.
I think one of the first things we're trying to do is become a little bit more uniform, as you were saying, right, as a Nordson entity. So definitely, as you can see, we're trying to get the equipment to maintain some type of standardization. It would not be an exact word, right, but more of a uniformity, so you can recognize when you look at it, go, that's a Nordson system easily. I think the other thing is we're leveraging some of the know-how. So between March and Simtech and DEMA, what we're trying to do is we're leveraging some of the automations available on the Simtech and DEMA side as March moves out of our traditional vacuum plasma as we look into atmospheric, especially for certain applications that aren't appropriate for vacuum. So we are leveraging that, and we're trying at the same time working to, I would say, not in this field, but more to standardize across for a front-end type of SexGem, which is kind of odd when I talk about it, because with traceability, as you were saying, right, with MES 2.0 and all this automation requirement, a lot of the things that were in SexGem is being implemented now, so we're trying to get that across all of our groups.
Yeah, the whole SexGem thing is kind of interesting because we're bringing in Hermes, we're bringing in CFX. SexGem's an awesome standard, and the semiconductor industry invested tens of millions in it, so it's been interesting to see that. Jonathan, thanks for stopping by to chat. Thanks for all the insight, and look forward to chatting again.
Thanks for having me.